myself. So because when in order to teach someone, you have to understand a topic first, right? So I always teach myself, especially for biology or sejarah. So it's very beneficial as well. And to me, one thing that is very vital is to break the procrastination cycle. We tend to be tired after school, it's definitely normal. But then we should at least put an effort, like a small effort every day, so that we can discipline ourselves. And don't say tomorrow, later. Your later become tomorrow, tomorrow
Yeah.
become the weekend, and
Yes.
then it's just wasted.
It's always a continuous
Yeah.
process.
Yeah.
Next day until the SPM is arrived.
Yeah, then 2 days later SPM. Yeah.
Okay, so I like the 2 points you mentioned. The first thing is about the technologies that you keep away from the platform. Okay, but how about other technology, like you want to use the online quizzes or you want to use any online sources to prepare for the exam?
Alright. Personally, my laptop was my best friend during SPM. Like every time I use my laptop only. And I remember having folders for every single subject and arranged according to years. It's a very easy thing to do. Moreover, for objective questions, I tend to search Google Forms.
It's important also. What do you mean by self-talk?
Self-talk, like self-study. Or like, which one doctor? The one
Talking to yourself, motivation.
no, like teach yourself.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's
like-
something like motivation, right? Because I write down that.
Oh, that one later. That one is later.
Later. is it?
How do you personally manage my stress?
Then I will
It's
know what
okay.
is-
Actually, if you ask me, I think personally I prefer the vibes that when she asks question and then after that both of you is like talk together, because just now at the beginning, be very honest, for me
A
it's
bit
like
nervous.
nervous is one thing. It's like you are
I just read it the question.
no.
I will ask you lah,
just,
right?
you
And then
just
you-
just read
Natural.
yes,
Okay.
like I mentioned, I'm not
Conversation,
I'm not asking your, I want
Conversation.
Okay lah, I will ask you right.
No need too nervous, and then if let's say anything, and then if let's say you all want to jump in whatsoever, feel free to do so.
Okay.
Okay?
Let me find
Okay,
the.
for self-talk.
But it's okay lah. If you don't want, then you want to later answer, can? No issue with that.
I will say this one. Cikgu
Oh,
Fazli
Fazli.
for biology, and then later you stop lah for a while for the physics, and then I say
For yours, what do I say?
yeah, well. I will ask you lah, right? You did like it, right?
No, you ask me whether I do sticky notes or not.
Or later lah, after I done this one, I try.
Okay. So let's move on to the exam week. So normally where your time to the sleep become the meat, correct or not?
Yeah.
Okay. So Sherin, how did you personally manage your stress and also keep yourself calm during the exam week?
Alright. For me, I focus on the main subject. For example, the week before SPM, I feel it's the most crucial week, and is the best thing to do is to strategize and have your own strategy. And for me, I usually focus on the main subjects that is 1 week away and also 2 weeks away, because your science subjects will be like months later, at least a month later. So I'll prepare it later on. And as for me, personally, let's be real, I do get nervous. The nervousness definitely do kick in. But one thing that helped me chew out that nervousness was having a good mental. So I had a mentality that SPM is not a burden, it's not like a challenge, but it's a gateway to a better future. Right, Connie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely agree.
True, right? And I constantly reminded myself I've done my best for SPM, and this is just my last sprint towards SPM.
Yes.
Also, when you have like a particular goal, for example, for SPM, like let's say it's 5A, 6A or 9As, you will
When they talk, you don't
Oh.
look at the paper only.
Oh, okay,
I say
okay.
don't memorize. Look at Shireen. Look
okay.
at Dr. Shamila.
Okay.
Shireen, you're also the same. Don't when other people talking, I know you're very nervous. Look at the answer. The answer is not the key point. The
Yeah, okay.
experience.
Okay.
Should I go in front?
My test 1 2.
Okay. Mic test 1 2 3.
Just continue talking.
Okay.
Okay.
Like normal person. They want to test the level.
Oh,
Hi.
okay.
Hello.
So, what was I saying? Yeah. So when you have a goal, that will give you like fire and also perseverance to actually pull through SPM, and those will definitely be a motivation.
Mic 2.
It's just a little slower. I think maybe kena closer.
Okay.
Oh.
Quite nice. I know. Okay. The answer you no need to memorize it.
Okay.
Okay, I just
Conversation.
see for a while. I feel like
Enjoy
Enjoy. Don't bother about the camera.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a normal conversation.
Yeah.
Don't-
Okay.
the experience is more important rather than like you are speaking. There's no perfect answer, no perfect answer here.
Okay.
Sorry.
Listen, get mic 1.
Okay. Mic 1.
Mic 2.
Mic.
Mic 2 still in Dutch.
Still low
Okay.
Yeah, I think. Okay, very good. Try again for mic 2.
I think for me dan dah cukup lah.
Can we try again for mic 2?
Mic 2
Mic 2. Hi. Hello.
we try for Intan. Yeah. Because these two give me the feelings that the more rehearsal the more that they are reading out the answer.
Yes, correct. Because yesterday we did it spontaneous. They can make it.
Yeah, spontaneous is something that I want. No? Don't get the perfect answer. Okay.
Okay, we just
Go for
finish
it.
up lah. Never mind. We just finish up.
Okay.
Oh.
Putra dah.
Don't see the screen. I will keep looking you when
Then
you are
once
talking.
Putra finish makan, then try both of them.
Okay. So back to Sherin. So we are talking about standardizing your exam schedule, right? So it means you must know about the exam schedule, and then you make a strategy which lesson you are going to do revise first, or you want to plan your past year paper, all these things, correct, right? Okay, Connie, how about the things that student not doing during the exam week?
I think the things they must avoid is don't compare yourself with others, because like everyone got different study style, right? So if you compare with others, you just feel like more anxious and less confident, right? Then I think we should avoid negative thinking, right, Shireen?
Yeah, for me
like
it's really important also
Yeah.
negative thinking, because
Yes.
there's no point wasting your time thinking
Yeah.
about what you could have.
Actually,
should
we
have,
can
or would
say lah.
have.
Basically, if you make a comparison between your friend, means it's like something like you go to buffet and then
Yeah.
you look at your friend's plate. Look at that. Okay, he's eating a lot. I'm not eating. I'm taking this. I'm not
Yeah.
okay. So I guess it's like something like it's not feel very better, right? So
good
better
example.
we just focus on our strategy.
Yeah.
Because also one thing is like after SPM I realized that you have different parts after life, and like
yes.
no one's
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
So I think we should avoid some negative thinking lah. Some people they like to say, "Aya, I cannot get A already. I cannot pass." Don't think like that. You must say you can do it, and then you can get A. At least you study, right?
Yes.
So yeah, attitude.
Yes.
If your attitude is nice, is good, I think everything should be okay lah. And then the last thing I think is the most important one. You should eat. Some people if they feel stressed, they cannot eat at all. So
Oh,
I
that
think
is the opposite to me. When I feel stressed, I will eat a lot.
No, for me, when I stress, I don't eat actually.
Control Don't eat too
Ah,
much.
yes, because if I feel stressed, I eat a lot.
Later your brain cannot function if you eat too much, right?
Okay, so listen properly.
Yeah.
Don't eat too much. Eat healthy food.
Yeah. I think breakfast is really important lah. Like for me, if I didn't eat breakfast, I cannot think everything, and then I cannot remember everything. So that is very dangerous also. So take care of yourself. Drink more water during SPM. We need a healthy body to get a good result, right?
Okay.
Correct, right?
So Sherry, so now back to the night of the exam. Okay, what should the student focus on?
Okay, to be honest, I was very scared. Even before the night before exam come, I was already nervous of the night before exam. You know what I'm saying? Even before, I was like,
Yeah, of course,
I
everyone will be
couldn't,
nervous.
I couldn't imagine myself like, oh, tomorrow's SPM, like, you know, we're doing it. But the night before exam, let's accept reality. We cannot do much. You cannot study like the entire book of sejarah that you didn't for the past few months. So you guys still have time, so make sure you guys utilize your time properly. But the night before exam, okay, to be very frank with you, what I usually do is, number one, I read everything. For example, let's say biology, so I read the entire book. Secondly, I'll only focus on my weak points. And then thirdly, I'll focus on the ramalan. You don't solely just focus on the ramalan. Like, Connie, remember like last year? Yeah, some of the ramalan didn't even come out, right?
So don't fully trust the ramalan lah, but you can follow, but read also another
that's
topic.
true,
It just can be one of the plan lah,
Yeah.
not entire plan.
Yeah.
And then just go through your notes, just skim through your notes, and always remain calm. For me, I'm a very nervous person, but like I actually just like self-motivate myself, because no one's gonna keep motivating you. No one's gonna be by your side the entire time except for yourself.
Yes.
And also, one more really important thing I did was like I listen to songs. I pray a lot, so like gave me a sense of peace inside. Yeah.
Okay, how about the morning of the exam? Any special routine, or you want to have a good habits to start the day?
Right. So I forgot to mention just now to sleep early.
Yeah, sleep
Even though you sleep 4 a.m. last time, everything, make sure to sleep by 12 for SPM. And so when I sleep early, I also wake up early. So for example, maybe 5 a.m. And I believe your mind will be very fresh at that time. So what I usually do is I do my last minute study. I skim through my notes, and then I take my breakfast, I pray, and I go to school. And when you go to school, you'll be coming out with your IC and your stationeries.
Yes.
Then you'll have another friend come up to you. They'll be like, hey, did you study this or not? Like,
you done already? You
It's okay.
study
I think is every batch they should have a troublemaker will come and ask the same question.
Then sometimes you feel like, oh, I didn't even hear about that.
Yeah.
Then so just shut down. Don't listen to all those.
Okay, I think dah cukup lah. I like this kind of dynamics. Very good.
Okay, it's better.
Yeah, this is something that I want. Okay, don't make it too don't make it too how to say, too rigid, too intentional. Just now the last one, actually that is good, very good. Yeah, and Connie, you just need to take note one thing. Don't always finish with la, with lay. This kind of things, no. Try to reduce lah. Okay. Shereen, you are good. Okay.
Yeah, the makeup room is in front there.
So keep this dynamics later. Okay.
I think the chemistry okay already.
Yeah. Okay, Intan, go.
Dia macam square.
You want Pirong? Yes. Okay. Then later see Putra. One.
Oh, is it the door cannot open?
No. Intan, okay just like chit chat.
Oh, this is the second.
Yeah. This is
rehearsal.
the second rehearsal. Just now I think the first one okay already. I don't want them to use up all the energy. Hey, both of you, if let's say you want to go to washroom, you go first. Okay. If let's say you have water or not? Okay. Hey, don't drink water here. Drink outside. Okay. Mila, you okay? Yeah, keep that dynamics. Okay, like chit chatting. Okay.
Only camp 2 kan? Camp lain tak ada kan?
Then cari wah.
Jom. Okay, go.
Oh, session is first.
No. Now.
Oh, rehearsal.
Rehearsal first.
Aku nak bantal lah ambil.
Tak.
Nak bantal ke tak nak bantal?
Boleh lah.
Nak bantal.
Tadi kata tak nak.
Better
Kena
bantal ke tak?
Aku rasa tak selesa.
Putra saya tak letak sebab tak selesa. Putra tak selesa tak apa, biar.
Okey je kot.
Can we start?
Okay.
Hello everyone and welcome to our Center of Pre-U Study podcast series. I'm Dr. Shamila, a Foundation in Science lecturer from Center of Pre-U, Spring Hill campus. Today's topic is one that every SPM leaver is thinking about. After SPM result, what is next? This is time where the Google become your best friend and every auntie you meet up will ask what course you are going to choose. Okay, joining me today are two bright first semester students in science, Putra and Intan. Hi Putra, hi Intan.
Hai.
Hi.
Okay, before we dive in, let's get know a little bit about Intan and also Putra. Intan?
Hi, my name is Inta Maisara and I am from Melaka and I'm currently studying at UCSI Spring Hill campus. How about you?
My name is Putra and I graduated from Sekolah Dato' Abdul Razak.
Okay, Putra, how you end up choosing the science instead of, oh, I want to become a TikTok star?
Like Dr. Shamila, don't move. Now she's okay already.
I was nervous, never mind.
Can you like repeat the question back?
Oh, okay, I can repeat. Okay. So Putra, how did you end up choosing the science instead of saying becoming the TikTok star?
I think it's because my passion is more towards science than becoming a TikToker. Because some people, they have the passion to become TikTok, to create media, to create content for other people. So because I wanted to take my career something related to science, like becoming a doctor, especially a psychiatry, that's why I chose the science related foundation, like foundation in science, instead of going for TikTok.
Okay, so this is a two future MD students, two future doctors. Okay, so great. So before we begin, can you both share briefly when you get your SPM result, how you want to explain about yourself?
After getting SPM result, wow, I still remember the night before
The SPM result coming out.
result coming. I cannot even sleep, and I was like, in the room, like just thinking, like overthinking about my result. Like I flashback a lot. Like did I did well during my SPM, and what did I answer during the paper, and well actually during the result taking day, I kind of relieved that my result actually kind of good actually. And one thing that I really glad is that my sejarah result is like really good, because I didn't expect that I will get such a good result for sejarah.
The nervous feeling actually started before the day they announced the SPM result is going to come out. It's not the day before the actual result is coming out, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How about Putra? How was you feel when the SPM result is coming out?
Well, I don't really think about the feeling, because for me, for SPM, I've did everything. I've put all my effort into it. So whatever result I get, that is the fruit of my hard work. So for me, I don't really like look back whether I answer a question is good, or like correct or wrong, because the important thing is, especially for like SPM students and those who just graduated their SPM, no matter what, you must be satisfied with your SPM result, because that is the labor of your hard work that you put throughout your high school era, that 5 year. So no matter what, just be happy, be grateful and satisfied with whatever result you get.
Okay, so consider you already do whatever the best for your SPM.
Yes.
So the SPM result is from your fruitfulness, correct or not?
Correct.
Okay. So maybe after the SPM, many students always feel like they are lost, correct or not? It's like you are standing in the buffet, you just choosing which dish you want to try first, or you totally lost. You have a lot of many dishes, you don't know what to choose, correct or not? So
Yes.
Putra, so how actually you explore your option right after the SPM result?
Okay, well, for me, since I wanted to continue on medicine, I tried looking for scholarships that offer medicine. Although it's not much compared to like if you're going for engineering or like accounting, there's like much more variety for the scholarship. And that's why after SPM result, it's important for you to go and look at all of the scholarships and what they offer, because maybe you might miss some scholarship that you might not know about that offer the scholarship for the career that you guys wanted.
Okay, that's a good start. Gathering information before you make a decision. Okay, so Intan, what helped you to join the Foundation in Science program?
Well, for me, I think first of all, you need to know what kind of part you are going to. For example, if you go engineering, maybe you take foundation in physics. Like for me, I really interested in becoming a future doctor. So foundation in science is the best for me. And actually, every foundation, every university have foundation in science, and they offer a different kind of subject. And I think you need to make a research about the subject that they offer. And I think for me, foundation in science is my choice, and I think it really related to what I'm going to pursue.
So you need to pick the field of interest, not the field your friend is interest, you just join because of that. Okay, so something suit your interest, you need to pick up, right? Okay, excellent. So for the SPM leavers, okay, how can they choose a path that truly suit them? Do they have any strategy they need to follow? Do they have any plan to follow?
Well, if you just finish your SPM result, for plan, you should just look at all the scholarships, and if you don't have any passion, like for all the SPM results, you need to find your passion. What do I mean by finding your passion? For SPM leavers, let's say you don't know what to do, what to continue after your SPM, and maybe like for SPM, just choose whatever aliran or whatever course, but you just take science for the good of it. So after SPM, what do I want like all of you guys to do is to really expose yourself to all of the careers, all of the activities that you can do. Like you can read books, listen to entertainment, or like watch movies and be inspired from it. Like if you watch a movie about, let's say, engineering, like maybe Top Gun, and then you want to like drive a jet, and then go for that career. So you need to like be exposed to all sort of career before you make your decision, because once you go, you cannot go back.
So this one based on their interest, or they need to study for that field first and then see, or they have any personality test they need to take it?
Well, they can do personality tests, but I think it's mostly what they really want to do, what they want, what their goal in the future. Because you cannot become that thing if you just want to become like for the wish. You need like a goal for it, like something that you want to do in the future, something that you want. Maybe you want to inspire people, you want to create something new, so you need something like that, much more bigger than just school.
Okay, so now let's talk about something more serious, the scholarship. Since Putra already mentioned about the scholarship, okay, the magical word that can make parents smile. Okay, Putra, how did you learn about the scholarship, especially like the JPA scholarship?
Okay, well, for me, my mother is very supportive. Like she always looks or search for scholarships on her TikTok, and even she would like search it up on Facebook, because usually after the SPM results, like these scholarship givers, they would promote their scholarships on Facebook, TikTok, and you have to be really like searching for all of this, because they wouldn't like tell all of you guys about okay, the JPA scholarship is going to be released, like the promotion for the scholarship is going to be on this date, on this date, on this date. They will not tell you about that. So you yourself have to take the initiative to always check the media social for any promotion for all these scholarships.
So you need to read the requirement for the scholarship
Yes, you
first,
also
right?
need to
You
read
need to
requirements,
going through all the requirement first. Okay, so how
you can find like a lot of Telegram group that they will list a lot of um,
welcome to our very first episode of Student Podcast. I'm Dr. Shamila, your host, Foundation in Science lecturer from Center of Pre-U Studies, Spring Hill campus. Today, we are tackling a topic that every student knows too well, preparing for SPM, success. If you are currently surrounded by the books, sticky notes and the empty Milo packets, don't worry, you are in the right place. So joining me today are two amazing candidates, Connie and Sherin, both Foundation in Science student, and especially they are the survive SPM 2024 battlefield and live to tell you the tale. Hi Connie, hi Sherin.
Hi, Doctor.
Hi, Doctor.
So thank you both for joining us. Before we jump into today's topic, so please introduce yourself to our listeners.
Hi everyone, I'm Connie and I'm from Johor. My previous high school was SMK Impian Emas in Johor Bahru. How about you, Sherin?
Hi, everyone. My name is Shirin Rihanna.
Sorry, I have to stop.
Huh?
Let's stop first.
Alright.
Hello and welcome to our very first episode of Student Podcast. I'm Dr. Shamila, your host, Foundation in Science lecturer from Center of Pre-U, UCSI University Spring Hill campus. Today, we are tackling a topic that every student know too well, preparing for SPM success. If you're currently surrounded by the books, sticky notes and empty packet of the Milo, don't worry, you are in the right place. So joining me today are two amazing guests, Connie and Sherin, both Foundation in Science student and more specifically say SPM 2024 Battlefield Survivor and live here to tell you the tale. Hi Connie, hi Sherin.
Hi, Doctor.
Thank you both of you to joining me. Before we jump into today's topic, please introduce yourself to our listener.
Hi everyone, I'm Connie and I'm from Johor. My previous high school was SMK Impian Emas in Johor Bahru. How about you, Sherin?
Hi, everyone. My name is Shirin Rihanna. I'm 18 and I'm an ex-student of SMKP St. George in Penang.
Okay, so welcome Sherin and Connie. So before we dive into our serious stuff, I just curious about your stress relief snacks. Do you want to share your secret weapon to your listener?
I think for me it's definitely rice. I cannot live without rice. Yeah.
For me, it was almonds and also cashew nuts.
Okay, so it's a comfort food, can be anything as
Yeah.
long you prepare yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to hear. Okay, let's talk about the strategy. Connie, how did you smartly prepare for the exam before turning into the zombie, of course?
Yeah. For me, I think the smart preparation is finding a best method or best way for you to study that can really help you to understand, to remember all the important points in your textbook or in your past year paper.
So do you use the colorful things to do your
Yeah,
sticky
of
notes?
course. For me, I prefer to use sticky notes. Sticky note is definitely my best friend and my study buddies during SPM. Like, I like to write down all the important points, especially for sejarah, right? That have too much thing for us to memorize.
Yes,
so
too many fact.
yeah, so I will write down all the important points on the sticky note and I will just stick on that page. So when I do revision, right, yeah, I can know, oh, for this page, this is the important points that I should know. So that is really easy for me to do revision and save my time.
It's more colorful, more
Yeah,
attraction you
yeah.
have, and then each and every color bring the meaning for you. That's
Yes.
good.
Also,
that's
Connie,
good.
like for
Yeah.
me, right, for physics, what I usually do is before every chapter, I'll usually write the formulas in a sticky
Yeah,
note
yeah.
and like stick it on the first page of the chapter.
Yeah, that's
and it was
really
very useful as well.
Yeah.
Mm.
Besides, I think practice make perfect. So I also did a lot of past year paper and also trial question because like the real SPM question is almost like the trial
It's
paper
a replica
question.
from your past year question.
Especially for MMath and also mathematics, the question style is almost same.
Almost same.
Yeah,
It's
so-
like every 3 years one, 5 years one. They keep repeating.
So
Yeah, that's
that
true.
you can also test yourself while doing the trial paper. Like from trial paper, we can also know what is the spot question or spot topic that we should focus more. So yeah, if you don't understand, don't be shy. Just ask your teacher. I think your teacher will kindly answer you, and maybe at the midnight also they will answer you. Yeah. Right.
True.
True. Okay, so I can say it's a perfect balance. So you have the creativity through your sticky notes, and then
Yeah.
you have the practice.
Yes.
So the creativity plus with your practice is really a good idea. Okay.
Yes.
So normally sometimes the student will be overwhelmed because they are do too much. Correct or
Yeah,
not? How
yeah.
to avoid the burnout?
I think for me to avoid the burnout, I think don't burn the midnight oil and don't do last minute work. Since I did like this, so I know that it's very, very dangerous and very, very horror. Like actually study too late or rush everything at the last minute. Actually, your brain cannot retrieve it and cannot take it anymore. It will just make you like
Yeah.
more stressful and more tired only, right?
Correct.
So must plan your time wisely. Maybe do timetable that just useful for you lah.
Or start early.
Yeah. Because we know like the early bird catches the right? So start your revision early so that your study can become efficiently and get enough rest. Yeah, this also can build your confidence actually. Yeah, right?
Yeah, true.
Sherry, so what's your approach to study effectively? How the student can be study smart rather than hard?
Okay, so study smart and not hard.
Yes.
Okay, so especially after your trials right now, I feel like everyone's after trials right now, right? So it's obviously very too late to actually like do fancy notes and everything.
Yeah.
For me, I kept scrolling. When I scroll through TikTok, like they say Pomodoro technique, this
Yes.
technique, and like so many techniques. But to be honest, none of it worked for me. So the
Yes.
best thing is to find your own method, and that's how I discovered my method. Some students actually like burn out like until 3 a.m.
Yes,
every
Because
time.
you need to understand yourself
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
Either you are going to be the midnight owl or you are just going to be
Yeah.
just early
Early bird.
preparation. Yes, the
Yeah.
early birds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, some people I heard some people wake up at 4, some people sleep at 4 a.m.
That
So-
was me when I was taking I took my SPM.
Yes.
Yeah, so like for me, I like it depends on the day lah. Okay, so let me be real about the quality over here. Number one is a distraction. So all of us have phones in our hand, and the moment your phone vibrates, you're very curious, like okay,
Yes.
who's texting me right now? So what I usually do is I off my phone and I put it like away from me.
Okay.
And so
So
with
the
that,
only stuff you are going to open is your sticky notes and also your revision
Yes,
books,
yes.
right?
For now,
not your
before
TikTok,
SPM.
not your WhatsApp. Okay,
Yes.
listen, viewer.
so for my mindset is like the Netflix, the movies will still be there, the Instagram, TikTok, everything will still be there, but then SPM is just one, so just give your best to it lah.
Yes.
Okay, and then you'll be more effective because things that you can do in 5 hours you can also do in 2 hours. Next, also emphasizing on studying smart. So when studying smart, you also want to have quality. So you wouldn't want to sit down for 10 hours and just waste your time and like just finish like one chapter, for example. So what I usually do is I set like 2 hours. When I set 2 hours, I make sure that within that 2 hours I finish this topic. So I have goals. So when
So
you have
you
goals,
prepare the timetable or not?
mentally.
Mentally,
So speaking
okay.
about timetable, right? I didn't have any timetable.
Yeah, me too.
But what I usually do is the night before, I will be like, okay, tomorrow I want to do physics, this trial paper and that trial paper. I'll put it on my table. Then the next morning, I will just sit on my table and it gives me motivation to actually do so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I can say it's a self-determination is come
True.
first, right? Correct or
Yeah.
not? You can physically have the timetable or you can mentally have the
Mentally have
timetable.
the timetable.
But the thing is about yourself. Are you
Yes.
ready to take that step or
Sure.
not? Correct. Okay. So it's very clear. Smart preparation mean a structured study, right? You have
Yes.
something to do it. Okay, let's move on to the exam week. Okay, the time when the sleep really become a myth for the students. Okay, Sherry, how did you personally manage your stress and keep yourself calm during that week, especially the exam week?
I remember focusing on my main subject. For example, you should know your time. You should get your timetable by then. So you should strategize from there. For example, if chemistry is like a month away, so I wouldn't be using my week to study chemistry. I'll be preparing for BM and also English. So what I did was I read my essays. Like for BM, let me tell you, you should read all those fancy opening,
Yeah.
what we call pendahuluan,
Yeah,
and also
yeah,
penutup.
yeah.
Those are really important things
But
to
that
do.
one is depend on your ramalan, right? What
Yeah.
you are expecting is coming out, because sometimes it's not coming out.
Yeah.
And that's why what our teacher encourages us to do is we have 18 teams for BM, for example. So we cover each topic, we
Yes.
cover like one karangan. That's what I personally did.
Okay.
Yeah.
And to remain calm also, for me, I get very nervous during exams. So what kept me calm was that I was my own motivation.
Yeah.
I self-motivated you, because at the end of the day, it's you and you. Correct? Like you
Yeah.
wouldn't have someone motivating you the entire time. So it's good to have a good mentality.
Yeah.
So I said I look at SPM not as a challenge or as a burden, but I look at it as an opportunity
Yeah.
to open doors
Yes,
or a
correct.
getaway to a better
Yes.
future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, your 5
That's
years of
absolutely
secondary
true.
school is what is going to be the next step,
Yeah.
correct or not?
Also,
Okay.
one more thing to add is to do your trial papers twice.
Yeah,
Connie, how
yeah.
many times you did your trial
I
papers?
think 3 or 4 times, especially for MET and mathematics. Yeah.
Can I know the logic behind why you want to keep repeating the same paper?
So the first time you do is because you don't know.
Yeah.
The second time you do, you strengthen your ability. I did twice only. Connie did 3 times.
So it means after the first trial, you're going to check the answer, you marking yourself,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
retry back, is it? But
Yeah.
that time you already know the answer scheme, what?
That's why you're
So what's
testing your
make the
knowledge.
difference?
You're testing your knowledge, like, because sometimes you think that you know, but when you close your book and you ask yourself, then you don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, okay,
important.
that's the best strategy also. I don't know that.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, okay, other than this, okay, mostly what the student not doing during the exam weeks?
I think they cannot compare themselves with others, because like we know, everyone got different study style, right? So if you compare with others, you will feel like, wow, so anxious and then less confident, right? Sometimes you will do like this, right?
Yeah, I mean it's very normal,
Yeah.
especially when it's very competitive. Then you like
Yeah.
your friend be like, oh, I already finished studying my sejarah. Then you're like in
Yeah.
your chapter 8, and then you're like, oh,
You
Yeah,
feel so
you
nervous.
cannot compare yourself with
Yeah,
your
yeah,
friends,
yeah.
okay?
Very bad.
Especially like I mentioned that you are like checking your friend's plate during the
Yeah.
buffet. Oh, you taking that? I'm not taking this, or something like that.
Yeah.
Each and everyone
Good
they have their
example.
own part,
Own
they
part.
have
Yeah.
own plan, right? Okay.
So just follow your step and your own progress. Then I think the things that should avoid is avoid negative thinking. Sometimes we will think like, I cannot get A, I cannot read. Oh yeah, don't think like that. I think we should think positively, like you can do it, I can do well, I can get A, I can get flying scholar result. Must be like that, right?
yeah. Also, Connie, like I read like a book before, like what you confess is what you possess.
Yeah.
So like whatever you confess every day, you'll automatically like suit yourself to it. So if you keep saying negative stuff, you will.
Yeah, so it's a
Yeah.
big no negativity,
Yeah.
right? And then focus on your lane only.
Yeah, if
Okay.
your attitude is good, I think everything should be okay. Yeah. I think the last thing is the most important one is you should eat. For me, breakfast is very important. Like for someone, if they feel stressed, they cannot eat a lot. And then for me, if I didn't eat, I cannot remember everything during the exam. So take care of yourself, like drink more water, because if you have good health, so that you can get do well in your exam, right? Right, Shireen?
Yeah, true. But for me, it's different though. When I'm stressed, also I don't eat.
Yeah.
But it's a very bad habit. to be
Yeah, I
honest.
don't.
Okay, for me it's right opposite. When I'm stressed, I eat a lot. Okay,
Oh.
please stay healthy, eat healthy food.
Yeah,
Stress
must
eat
control,
lah.
control, must
Okay.
control.
So, what about on the morning of the exam? Any special routine or good habit to start with? Sherry.
So for the morning of the exam, so as for the night, right? As for night, what I usually do is I sleep early.
Okay.
I sleep early and I go through my last notes because
Okay, your sleep early means what time you exactly will sleep?
my sleep early is 12 a.m. That's my
12
cut-off
a.m.,
time.
okay.
My cut-off time is 12 a.m. I cannot go beyond that.
Okay.
This is only for SPM lah. I'll be lying if I say I slept 12 for when I was preparing for SPM because I did not. So
Yeah.
I slept by 12 a.m. And what it's obviously let's accept the reality that you cannot cram 12
Everything together on the short period of time.
Yeah.
So the night before exam, what I usually do is number 1, I read everything. Number 2, I focus on what I'm weak at. Number 3, I look at my ramalan.
Yeah.
Then 4, I go to sleep.
Okay, the first thing you mentioned, you read everything. So what you mean by read everything? Are you going through all the 14 chapter, 15 chapter together?
You would be surprised when I say this. Yes.
Yes, me too, me too.
It means you're going throughout the textbook and the revision book,
Yeah,
is it?
yeah.
Or
Recall
just
back.
focusing on the revision notes, something like that.
Okay.
Or you have a mind map.
Alright, so for that, what I usually do, for example, if I'm looking at chapter 15 of biology, so I would take everything that's related, my tuition notes, my
Is
school
it on the
notes,
evolution part?
everything. Huh?
Is it on the evolution part?
No, it's about what is it about? Menstrual cycle,
Oh,
something
okay.
about that. Yeah, it's a very hard topic for most of us. So what I did was I took all my notes, and that's what I mean by
Yeah.
And you also mentioned about the morning. As for morning, what I usually do is I usually wake up, I take a quick bath, I say a little prayer, and I just look at my last minute notes. Also, remember I said just now how when you go to school, you should avoid people.
Compare.
Compare, make a
Yeah,
comparison,
compare,
and then
yeah.
that time only they ask, oh, you already do this revision or not?
Yeah,
Yesterday
don't do
night I
like
saw
that.
something regarding this thing.
You feel very demotivated.
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
correct. Okay, so now let's talk about the actual exam. Okay, Connie, what's your strategy once the paper was start?
For me, once the paper start, I think I will read and I would answer the question that I know I confident to do first.
Okay.
Because sometimes when I see the difficult or long question, right, I will just ignore and skip first, because the long question actually we need use a lot of time to understand it, to do it right.
That's true, that's
yeah, and then I will also underline the key points of the question so that I can know what is the question request, so that I can know what is the answer that I should write. Yeah. Oh yeah, better don't use highlight pen during SPM, because like our exam paper will scan through the machine, right? So if we highlight the word, I scared that later the word will cannot see, right? Yeah, so I think time management is also very important.
Yeah,
Like,
if let's say the paper is
yeah.
given 2 hours, you need to finish up early a little bit, and you need to do revision again, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you cannot do like the whole 2 hours just do the question.
Yeah, I will set lah, like section A, I will do in 10 minutes, 15 minutes like that. But sometimes got surprise of EMAT, right? We don't have time to recall back, so just read the instructions slowly and just do steady lah.
But I think for the admin, it's not the instruction, it's the question itself.
Yeah.
It's hard to understand.
But to help with that, what you usually can do is you can time yourself when you do your
Yes,
trial
yes.
papers. That's
Yeah.
very helpful.
For me, I usually will focus the high mark question, especially the essay question lah.
Correct. So you need to go for the high mark question, because
Yeah.
consider like you already have some points over
Yes,
there. Okay, good. Okay, Sherin, how about you? Okay, so mostly during the exam time, how you manage your emotion?
Okay, the harsh reality is, sometimes a lot of students will have mental breakdown, emotional breakdown.
Yes.
But at one point, it was very tough because you feel overwhelmed. And that feeling of overwhelmed, I feel like even those who are watching right now can relate very well. And it's very normal to have it. It's fine. But, as I said, you got to motivate yourself.
Yes.
Always make it a constant reminder that, SPM is important, and it's never too late to start. You can start right now. You don't need a perfect time to start. And how I managed my emotion was that I talked to my parents, and like they gave me motivation as well, and having a good circle of friends as well. And yeah, I definitely prayed a lot also, and I feel like gave me some sort of like peace as well.
Okay, you need to manage your emotion first,
Very
right?
well,
Yes.
yeah.
Before you start managing your time, you need to manage
For
yourself.
sure, because you
So-
don't have time to cry.
Yes,
Don't
even
waste
you
your
want to
time.
cry also,
Yeah.
never mind. After cry, you try again the
Yes.
questions. Okay, so mostly when you finish up your question also, you cannot pass up. You need to do
Yeah,
revision.
yeah.
So you need to manage also, okay? But the small thing, but the calm decision always come with a big difference. Okay? Okay, confidence, the invisible key to the success. Connie, what helped you to stay confident during when you're preparing for the exam?
I think it's because of the motivation and supporting from my family members, my cousins, my auntie, my friends, my teacher, especially my mother. They really helped me a lot. Like there, keep encouraging me, never give up on me, and support me, guide me. Yeah, and if I feel stressed, they will bring me out to shopping and also eat a lot of delicious food like
Yeah,
that.
actually that's the beautiful idea, you know. You had a
Yeah.
support from the family members, friends,
Yeah.
and also nice food,
Food.
to encourage
Yes.
you.
So that I can know I'm not alone, and they make me like stronger, so that I will do my best to make them proud of me. Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. Okay, Sherin, some students feel they are not good enough. Okay, they always have some kind of this thing, right? Okay, what message would you share with them?
Okay, so the root problem of you feeling like that is because you always compare yourself. You put yourself
Yes.
like next to someone, and it's very normal, especially coming from my school as well. You know, I would be lying if I say I never felt like that. I sometimes also feel not good enough. But then looking back, you know, I don't know why I felt like that, because sometimes you do well, but still you feel you're not good enough.
Yes.
You know, some people, you know where those people where they get 90 and then they start crying, then some people get 60 and then like they're so
And
happy
they're very
with it.
happy, right?
So
it's actually the way
the
you are seeing
point.
at the marks.
The
you
way
know.
this is not this is a whole process.
Yeah, consider
And
yes,
yeah,
correct.
so you should embrace every victory that you get. For example, if you get a C for your midterms and you get a B for your trials,
Yes, you make the continuous progress. That's the important
it's a
part.
progress. And I feel that's the beauty of SPM. It's about you rising up and like, you know, taking an effort to actually like correct your mistakes. So never feel I wouldn't say it's definitely not easy to not feel good enough.
Yeah, you can say
Yeah.
the falling down is the first step before you can rising up again.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So it's really a beautiful words lah. It can really truly lift the students' spirit through the tough times. Okay. So thank you, Connie and Sherin, for sharing such inspiring and practical advice today. So before we wrap up, can each of you share a final tips for our students who are about to sit for their SPM?
Don't overthinking. Yeah, just be steady. Don't be afraid. 加油，加油。
Okay, wonderful advice, and thank you, Connie. How about Sherin?
For me, I would say keep going, don't give up. It's not the end. Even if it's messy, just do it. I mean, just don't
do
give
it.
up, and yeah, just do it.
Yeah, be brave.
And it's never a failure. You either win or you learn something, and yeah, just keep learning and embrace the entire process of high school and just do your best.
Okay, thank you, Connie and Sherin. Okay, to all our listener, remember that SPM is not just a test of what you are memorized, but a reflection of your hard work, resilience, and determination. Study smart, stay calm, and believe in yourself. You are capable of more than you think. Thank you for joining us for the first episode of the Center of Pre-U Studies podcast series. I'm Dr. Shamila, Foundation in Science Lecturer from Student Unity Campus. Signing off.
Bye.
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 Bye.